Murder.
Rip.
Alright, roll me.
I'm hoping.
Let's see damage. Hold on. Let me see. What's the biggest swarm that I can find? And how
Well,
much
that
damage?
colossal swarm, was on the 66.
The zombie horde?
Yeah, they do 66 on their horde attack. And that's a CR 14. It's doing that, by
yeah, that's probably not far off. Horde attack, feral rage, rend. So they're actually like rending you, right? They're not like horde stomping, because it's more them like actually pulling you apart.
The rend on the zombie thing is like if they do more than so much damage, they do extra damage.
More than
yeah,
25
more than
points of damage.
25. Yeah.
All right, so here we go.
Just be horde attack.
21 damage.
I live.
Yikes.
You just start getting mobbed on by the horde.
But I am still alive.
Great. Roll.
I say no, Eric. Why did you not vanish?
Roll
That's
a
true.
damage thing, fight army thing, fight whatever the fuck it's called. Paul or whoever else wants to. Plus whatever your bonus is now. Your army fight arena. Oh god, that's actually plus 113, so 191.
You get bonus for erection being.
No, he just took 9 off.
No, but he did distract half the army, so Sobo's only rolling with half the plus.
No.
Okay, that's.
He didn't distract half the army. He only killed 9 guys.
Yeah, but how many of them turned around to fight?
Only 9.
Those 9 guys. Yeah.
No, but some of them were distracted, so they're not attacking us. So that should be reflected.
All right, fine.
Lawyer!
We'll say 20 extra guys turned around. You only lose 2 guys this turn.
Nobody's. All right, Paul, you're not allowed to roll anymore.
It's fine.
we lose 2.
You're gonna die. You can roll.
All right, Cryptic. So for the follow-up.
We only lose 1 guy, by the way.
All right, fine. You lose 1 guy. Whatever, you dumb nerd.
And that's just Eric.
It's Eric as he gets stomped.
Not yet, it's not.
All right, Eric, do a thing then. You're under a horde of humans. Feel free to make some attacks against humans.
Make some attacks against humans.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want to do? You're literally in a fucking swarm right now. What do? You said not yet. It's not. So I'm assuming you have some sort of way of not becoming a dead person.
Considering that swarms can only attack you if you're in the square.
Right.
I could simply move out of the square, since swarms do not provoke attacks of opportunity. And thus, I move out of the square as a move action.
But see, here's the thing. They don't provoke attacks of opportunity because they're too little to provoke an attack of opportunity. These aren't too little. These are just humans working as a horde.
They have swarm tactics and then say they're not a swarm.
No, I can do whatever I want because they're not a swarm. They're a colossal undead horde.
Okay. So now they're undead horde. Okay.
I mean, they're just humans. They just don't have undead feats, right?
Okay.
I mean, one of us decided to run into an army. I don't know what you mean.
It's okay. It's totally okay. I will take all of the attacks of opportunity and run out of there, and then cast Vanish.
Okay. You have another Vanish?
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 Vanishes left today? Alright.
Isn't it Magus?
Okay. So another... I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? What's your armor?
Currently 28.
28. That's with shield, so 24. Alright.
Well, Paul, what were you? You're an Arcanist?
No, Paul's a warder.
White Mage Arcanist.
Oh, yeah.
And that's different from what Eric is?
I'm a Magus. Magus have access to all of their spells.
Okay.
Whatever spells you actually have.
Right, so like kind of sorcerer style.
So you have 24, right?
Okay. So that's similar to...
No, why would I have 24?
Because shield doesn't give you a bonus to melee attacks?
It does.
Gives you a bonus to ranged attacks?
No, it's as if it's an actual shield. It adds 4 points of shield AC to me.
What?
What are you talking about right now?
The spell shield.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's just +4.
This also provides a +4 shield bonus to AC.
Yeah, and it negates.
It's as if he is using a shield, except he doesn't have to wear it on his own.
Yeah, I don't have to hold it or anything. It's just there.
Okay. So you just have an extra shield around. And how long is shield again, by the way?
Well, since I have it as a constant effect forever until it's taken off of me.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have it as a constant effect forever as long as you...
Because I have craft magical items, or craft wondrous items, and I crafted them.
What did you craft? Because I don't remember anything about crafting any wondrous items since last session.
I have a set of gloves that I crafted it onto.
What gloves are those? Because I don't remember any mad wondrous item crafting at all. I remember you guys trying to do wondrous item crafting and me telling you that the city didn't have any materials for it.
It's a pair of gloves. They can be any pair of gloves. And I had the gold too.
They're a magical pair of gloves from a city that's been sieged for the last 3 months.
Well, I'm the one that made them magical. They could have been a farmer's pair of gloves.
Your Honor, I would like to present to you Exhibit A. Where
so we had this conversation again last week, where
not to mention I've had these since the character.
Yeah, he had it before.
I had.
You created them with magic gloves.
Does not fit. You must acquit.
Okay, so you just made them with magical gloves.
Look at this Wookiee. It doesn't make sense.
It lives on the planet Endor, along with Ewoks. What is a Wookiee doing on the planet Endor?
Great. Okay, cool. So you just have 28 AC.
Yep.
Excellent. Excellent.
They have to roll 20s to hit them, don't they?
No, they don't have to roll anything. They're not a fucking unit.
Okay, we're actually doing the swarm thing? Okay.
Yeah, they're just a horde, dude.
Okay.
They don't have any sort of... I mean, they can make attacks of opportunity, I guess, at like +5 or 6 or whatever. They're just army men. They can't hit 28. Great. So then the horde moves on top of you.
So you're telling me they're withdrawing?
Yeah, I'm telling you that there's 122 people in an army, and you run in, right in the back of them, and you pop out and you slash at a couple, and then you run away and you go invisible, and then they just run towards where your spot was and just start slaughtering you, because you can only move 30, right?
Yeah.
So like they just run with you towards where you just were. We can roll. Let's say if you can roll an 80 plus on a D100, they don't just land on your square. Because there's just like, I mean, we'll say most of, not most of the army.
Close.
Probably
72.
Yeah. All right. Fine. So you don't take all of the damage, but you manage to pull a sizable amount of their army around. They're usually around 50 creatures in a horde. So we'll say that, like, one of these hordes, basically. Are 50 of these fucking guys really going to pay attention to you?
I don't think 50 of those guys...
I mean, so here's the thing. He didn't just, like, slice with a sword, right? He sliced with a fucking bomb that, like, blew up a bunch of people. So a bunch of people are made aware of him being there. But how many of them really give enough of a shit to go and get you?
About a single person over a castle.
Or something. Like, figure out, like, an average and then roll a certain amount of dice. People, maybe 3d12 or, like, 68.
I just want to go back to normal D&D.
We don't get to play that anymore, Kiwi. This is why Sobo likes level 1 through 3.
Remember when we were just in dungeons and eating vegetarian meats?
Yeah. We don't do that anymore, dude.
The only argument was, hey, we get experience from traps. No, you don't. That's bullshit.
That is pretty bullshit, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Just as a dual Drungor again.
What's your
like
stealth?
It's gonna go through our entire party one by one.
Well, since I'm not moving, I have a...
But you are moving, though, right? Like, you moved to that spot.
I moved and then I cast it.
Okay, so if you move and then you cast it, then you just take 66. Fine, that's perfect. Because if you're moving and then casting, you're not actually moving, so they just walk to your square and deal 17 more points of damage to you.
Well, they wouldn't know exactly what square I'm in or whether or not I stopped in a square.
I mean, if they see you move and then stop, you can't be you've moved your 30.
They know the rules of D&D that you can't move, cast, and move.
So here's the
Unless
thing.
you have a quick runner shirt.
If you're a person, right, and you see a guy run 30 feet away from you and then stop moving and become invisible, and for some reason, because the rules of the universe exist, you cannot move until after that guy has moved. We're just gonna. Alright, fine. Roll me a d100. If you can, you already rolled it. You rolled 72. You suck. They hit you. That much damage happens. We already rolled the percentage chance.
I like that. Even if it was a 90, you still suck.
No, it was 80 plus. No, it was 80 plus. I already said.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already rolled the d100. It's just you just get hit. That just happens.
All right, so I'm at -3, but I'm still invisible.
Great.
So they don't know.
Invisible.
So you just need to roll stabilize. And also hope that the horde moves off of you, which it probably will because it doesn't see you to murder you. Great. Cool. So we need to roll damage, or army fighting time rather. So Paul, I'm gonna fight you with D100 plus 63 for 131 because 50 of my units have gone.
God damn it, Paul! We said you're not rolling anymore.
All right. As half the troops split off, you guys still managed to fight to a stalemate. But you see, like, just half the army just swarm back after like this huge explosion goes on out there. Something's going really cool, but everything's invisible.
I couldn't hear you, but I've got the roll typed out.
Yeah. Fuck you, Paul. You're losing us this armor single-handedly.
Fuck you.
All right, so they.
Nothing can beat you, right?
They move back.
Jesus.
No, fuck you.
And we do the thing. Let's do the
I
thing.
was just joking.
189 notes. They're gonna crack your fucking wall this time.
Oh wait, we're doing that again? Shit.
Yeah. They move back off of him and they come back to the fight. They see me.
I tried, guys.
Way to go, Kiwi.
God, Kiwi.
Way to fucking go.
All right, so like this fucking army of 50 come back and you're just not prepared at all. For whatever reason, like one of your officers just decided to do a little dance. He was actually trying to like open the gate to get out that way with like one strike guy to go save Cryptic because he saw Eric out there being an asshole. So he went out there to go get him and just got mobbed. So yeah, you lose 6. Fucking nerds.
So like I have the weirdest erection right now.
You both have lost your rights to roll dice.
All right, let's do it, boys.
Is there a way that?
There we go.
Just
Wow.
make this a coin
Jesus.
Crushed.
Like, are we just at the moment flipping a coin? It's like, oh, everyone's dead.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
4 people just died.
Well, all right. So like real tactics here. We can at some point decide, fuck this shit. Like we have supplies, we'll bring it back. Next day, there's army supposed to show up, and then we'll just go back up and like flank them from 2 sides, even if they're holding the fort.
Question. How long is each of these rolls taking? Like 10 minutes?
8 seconds.
An hour?
No,
6
like
seconds.
8 seconds. It's a war. Yeah.
8
Yeah, I mean, they're storming the fort. It's 100 people versus 100 people. We're not talking a 5,000 person battle here. It's a couple people. They're just fighting.
well, fuck it. I want to be rolling my actual damage then, motherfucker.
Well, do it then. If you think you could take out more people per round with your attacks than you can that way, do it that way. That's fine. I gave you a credit of 5 people per round. I'm assuming that you can quantify for.
And you only get 3 attacks.
Look,
so
I'm just gonna drink.
All right, fine. And it's Malibu too, so it's not even going to be very good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get. All right, Kiwi. I fucking bet.
I'm gonna sit and pout.
All right.
All right.
Well, to be fair, you did roll a 4, Kiwi. So I don't want to hear your bullshit. That's actually lower than a 1 on a d20. So, you know.
So we lose 4 more people, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So we're at 114 or something.
Next round.
You're at like 110. All right. It's a stalemate.
Okay.
They're gonna roll a morale check.
Oh damn.
Yes.
Should I roll my stabilize?
You should roll a fortitude check to stabilize.
Yeah, con check.
Yeah.
I stabilize. Nailed it.
Do you at 13? Yeah, you're fine.
DC of 10.
DC of 13 because you're 3 below.
Well, yeah. Well, I included the -3 into it.
Great. Boom! You murder 4 of them.
Did it, Israelian. Canada power. Only
Canada.
Canadian citizens can roll well.
Canada coming back. They're gonna roll another morale save. Still okay.
Oh,
Oh, the hacks!
5.
Alright, that's a big break. It's another morale check. Oh! Oh, okay. Nope, still good. Totally fine. They don't even give a shit about that guy.
Oh God, no.
They smell blood. How much
Rip.
blood? Oh, so much blood. 6 blood. 5 blood, rather. So that's another officer dead, mate.
We're still technically ahead in the coin flip.
Technically.
Technically. The best kind of
Not anymore, though.
Less.
Is that 3?
4 more died.
4 more?
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 4 more. You're right.
4.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not trying to cheat you.
No, you're not.
I saved that for Israelian. Oh, only 2 died.
Oh, one more die.
God. All right, Paul, it's your turn. There's 100 of us left. Do you want 100 plus 100?
We can end this contest whenever you like, guys. You can come up with a different strategy, but if you're just fighting, they're winning. They're keeping the pressure on right now.
I feel like
Winning.
Oh, fuck you!
Oh, Jesus.
Don't even
Still
know what
meeting.
winning is.
we don't get any advantage for having a fort.
You do. You get
What's
many advantage. Like fucking all of you guys and stuff.
Can we get that reflected in the numbers?
Last time when we had the advantage, they could only funnel in.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, what's the fort advantage? I want an advantage for the fort.
Hold on. That's one more.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they could only do half of their people. That's why it was plus 67. That's right.
I mean, are you guys hiding all the way in the fort? Are you just gonna abandon the main gate and dash inside the building and try to funnel them
No,
in
we
through the
were
gate?
like on the. I mean, currently.
I mean, you could
it's
still
like,
be on the palisades, but that means you're taking archer fire from everyone, right?
Yeah, but
But if
Open
you
the
like
gates and let
turtle
them funnel.
inside the
So-
hole in the wall, then yeah, you could
The-
reduce their numbers down significantly.
the issue is like so archer fire is roughly even,
So-
except we have maybe 20% cover,
Sure,
and then we reduce the melee combat.
but
And
that
so
reduces your melee combat too, is what I'm saying.
But we've
Yeah,
got.
but the point
we've got
is, if we
advantage
reduce
for
their
fort.
melee combat, it's going to be basically the party versus like 4 random people.
I mean, no, because they can flood in through that hole and also try to come in through the gate and also lots of other ways. Basically, what I'm saying is, 3 weeks ago, we were doing this manually, and you pissed and moaned and bitched about wanting to speed it up. So then we came up with a system
No, but
about speeding it up,
it's because I
and now you're
believe-
pissing and moaning and bitching it about wanting it to go back the other way. So
But
TLDR,
we're losing, Sobal. We're
Yeah.
losing.
What
TLDR,
is difficult to understand about
We're
this?
losing because of bad rules.
we can't just continue. I mean, that's what this game is. This game is
It
losing
is.
because of bad rules and making up shit to make yourself not lose because of bad rules. That's the entire purpose of
Adding
this
it.
whole game.
Extra feats and shit.
Well then,
We're
how
gonna
about
do
this?
one more.
How,
We're gonna do
let's do one more roll, and then we can have most of our force guard the gate, and we and a few more fighters will guard the hole.
All right, great. Great.
Even in.
And
Is that okay?
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, if you guys just want to fight enemy fighters all day in the hole, that's fine.
are we allowed to see that reflected in the rolls, please, sir?
No, you can see that reflected in fighting them. Yeah, you can roll
Oh.
initiative, and if you
Okay.
4 want to fight off against everyone that can jam into the hole, that's fine. And you have the rest of your force actually protect the main gate. That's a strategy. But like saying the entire time, if you'd like to do something different, let me know what the thing is.
Can you just repeat that you said jam into the hole?
If you want to jam everyone you can in the hole repeatedly, right in the butt, that's fine.
All right, I transform.
I
into a
I should say 4. It's actually 3 because Eric's laying outside dead.
I'm not dead.
Yeah, I'm not actually gonna contribute anything except a bunch of AC.
Great. So are you gonna maintain your +10 with your army, or are you gonna go down and fight with these idiots? Because they're gonna go down to the hole and try to fight their way out.
Yeah, like that makes tactical sense.
So you're gonna do that with them.
I think
No, to protect as many people as I can, and not just a bunch of dudes.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Dudes
fine.
On a tree.
So Biggie Jiggles the tree and Kiwi are gonna go down to the hole and try to make a push.
I'm
Wrong
not doing
saying
that.
you can either stay with the main. So you're
Yes,
staying.
okay.
So it's
There you
just
go.
speaking.
It's just
So
speaking
exactly
equal.
what I just fucking said.
I'm not. I'm
This
just
fucking
excited.
party.
I'm not
Jesus.
counteracting you.
We're going back to D100s. Never mind.
So, okay.
So what I'm saying is
it-
that nobody wants to fight outside in the gap. Everyone wants to fight in the actual war. If you
What-
guys want to try to reduce the number of people, that's fine, but it reduces both sides relatively evenly, right? Like I could be swayed to give you maybe a +10, but like when you narrow down the alleyway, it narrows down the alleyway for everybody. So
What
unless
I
you
would like-
specifically want to go fight people, I mean I'm already giving you 5 and 10.
Here's my lawyer.
Mhm.
Okay, melee, it's even, right? We've got 5 guys in the hole. They've got 5 guys.
Sure.
It's even. That doesn't matter.
Roughly, right.
So it comes down to archers versus archers,
Right.
and we've got slight high ground,
You do. So you
And-
have a small advantage there.
which is what 20% cover or something. So
I mean,
we should get a 20% advantage.
I mean, that's fine. That I could give that to you in like a 10, but I'm not giving you a 20. Like
I don't mind if it's a 10. Because that's the rule, right? It's like cover is 20%, right?
sure.
I don't know.
It's concealment.
Or whatever. Well, what's cover then? Because we've got cover.
So you just get a bonus to AC.
Yeah, you get a
Oh,
slight
well,
bonus to AC.
depending on
It's
how
like
much cover.
it's like almost nothing, but fine.
Yeah.
Fine. If you want a +10, you can have a +10.
Then I would have been up to 36 AC.
Yeah, but you don't have cover.
Yeah,
You're
no,
standing out in a
that's
field by
like
yourself
4.
with 9 assholes. That's not what cover means. You had cover from the guys behind them because there were too many other ones
all
stomping
I-
on your fucking head.
All I'm saying is, even if it's minimal, I think the cover should be reflected.
Great. All right. So add 10 to your roll, Paul. From now on, or whoever else rolls, add 10 for your cover. Yeah.
Will
So
I
it'd be at
provide-
140.
Will I provide a stronger bonus in my plant form than without spells?
I
Yes.
mean, yeah. You'd be able to do more shit.
Yeah, okay. Well, then I use my final and second wild shape to turn into a Grokash.
Okay, so you
Um,
wild shape
give-
for the 3rd time today.
Oh, second.
So that gives him another 5.
So 149 in that.
Great. So 3 more die. They roll a morale, and they're okay.
No, only two die from that, right? Right? Oh no.
No.
Oh,
no,
we've got
2.
extra, so
Yeah, he's got
149.
149. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't making that shit.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to roll that. I meant to roll this. Bang! 82. Got him, nerd. Come fight me. Alright, so you take 1.
Lose 1.
You're fine. Eric, how long have you been unconscious outside? Like 7, 8 rounds now?
4 rounds?
4? I guess 5 rounds.
3-4 rounds? Okay.
Something like that.
Ugh!
Oh,
Right in the balls. No, morale checks are great, dude. They don't give a shit. They don't care about their men at all. Doesn't mean shit to them.
Yeah, well, they're a zombie horde.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Alright, so they're going to try to break the main gate. They've been involved in this fight for a little while now. So they're going to send some men up to essentially tear down your guys' fucking front wall.
So
Like
we get to do something in response, right?
Sure. There's another big troll ogre guy coming up to try to storm that shit. So I'm essentially just going to give them another +5 to this roll. No. It didn't work. Okay, it
Outta
worked.
here.
So they have a stalemate going on at the front right now with the troll. If you guys do want to do anything, sure. There's a troll at your main gate.
I would like to add a +5 onto our roll, please.
Okay. How are you going to go about doing that?
I would like us to have a troll.
You want it? You don't have any trolls.
Please?
No, you don't have those. Those aren't things that you have. They're the
I
bad
have,
guys. They get
I have
trolls.
soap and
Okay.
bells
Okay.
and magnets
You wanna
Okay.
and
you
marbles.
wanna sacrifice the cheese
Mm.
and set it on fire?
You could throw up some burning cheese on a troll. That could function.
Can we set up a catapult with 80 pounds of cat jerky?
Yes. I'm just not sure what it would do.
I have a really big egg, so I feel like this could be useful.
You could hit the troll in the head with it. It's probably really stinky too. If you threw that into the middle of everybody, I would give them -5 for a turn. Just lob a fucking smoke grenade egg.
Okay, fine. I'm deleting the egg from my character sheet.
Alright, so they're gonna take a -5. The troll's still fine.
And we're gonna set fire to cheese and throw it on the troll.
You're gonna burn some cheese?
Yes.
Alright, roll me just a luck check. Just a D100. 51 plus. No. Someone like puts a torch in the cheese and it doesn't light. It doesn't light, but then someone else just pushes it, and cheese just lands on the troll's head, and he's fine. But now he's got a cheesy head.
We only got grated Parmesan. Damn it!
Great.
So we just dust it.
So he gets a 150.
Oh no!
Fucking Paul.
You throw the cheese down, and it fucking it lands 3 men. So yeah, they break your gate. The troll is able to actually crack the gate.
So and we take the -10 off again.
No, you take the -2
or the
off.
plus
The
10
-3. You can keep your +10. No.
Right. 3 dudes, but 10 for the.
No, the gate going down is fine.
It's just a wider battlefront.
Yeah, it's just wider. They're attacking different ways, and the gate's permanently damaged now. So meaning if there's another charge at another point, they can come in through that gate.
I mean, like,
mechanically, it doesn't do anything right
more,
now.
And then we're fucking bailing.
How's this? Oh god! Wow, what a fight! So the troll's able to kind of break in to the main gate, but you guys are fighting him off. 162. Jesus! All right, you don't get any of the trolls, but you get fucking some of the guys that are with the troll.
So this is fun. How often do you guys come here?
Really fun, dude. You should try rolling some of the dice.
No, Grunks and I tried. I'm not rolling.
Alright. Game gets kind of slow if you don't roll dice.
It's Renian and Cryptic. Let's just talk shit while they roll.
That's 3.
So, Keely, how much are we?
I don't understand you, robot.
Speak my language, robot.
We
Alright.
got him, right?
You got a morale.
Right?
Yeah, that's troll dead. Morale doesn't break, though. Fuck you guys. They've rolled 17, 18, 19, 18 on morale. They don't give a shit.
Jesus
I don't fucking care. Those guys all suck. I don't even like those nerds. Here you go. Here's another one. This is how much I don't give a shit about this troll. Turns out my troll regen, you stupid nerd. What's up?
With the flaming cheese on him?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so we've only got a +2
He
advantage.
eats the cheese and it invigorates him.
No, flaming stops the regeneration.
Yeah, but it's just
Yeah,
out,
but
and then he
he
just eats
eats
it,
it.
and he's fine.
Yeah.
Then it's no
The,
longer
the cheese wasn't flaming
He
anymore.
ate some cheese instead.
It was just, now he's a nacho troll. That's all.
160. Army just keeps pushing.
Oh god.
We got a stalemate, nerds. Are we making any changes, or are we just gonna keep throwing dice like this? Because
I'm gonna get drunker. That's the change I'm making.
the army's pushing. All right, great.
I mean, like I said, 7 more and then we're pulling back.
All right.
So you guys have something.
I think we can speed it up by rolling 2 D100 or a D200.
Oh,
Why don't we just keep getting this down until it's +20 and +20, and then we're just like, fine, we'll fight the 10 dudes.
Yeah, exactly. You just keep
Yeah.
whittling it until you get to the point where you can just 1v1 them.
Yeah.
All right, you got two less dudes now, mate.
Unless Sobo's like, oh, you get a -5. Long dong.
Former
No,
dudes.
because it'll be 10 guys left, right?
Yeah.
Versus
Right,
10
no,
guys
but I
left,
mean-
but one of them will be Catman and 9 guys.
But I mean, in the roll.
Oh
can-
yeah. If they roll like a
Yeah.
+10 or whatever, they roll 100.
Yeah.
You roll a 1, long dong falls over.
Yeah.
Wrecked.
So here's the plan, Sobo. Here's the plan. I
Huh?
want to take a bunch of people away from actually fighting them,
Okay.
so we can make a clean getaway.
Okay, so you want to like storm the
Back
hole
to town.
and just dip.
No, back to town.
Yeah.
Because they're coming from the other side, right?
So they're coming from the north end right now. The hole is on the south end. It's actually west and east. So you could bail off the main gate and just abandon it, and just everybody pulls back and just tries to punch out through the hole, fight half their force, and then just run. But you will be abandoning the fort and the supplies you just got here.
No. Like, I want to bail with the supplies. Like, if I can fight around, we'll take off, I don't know, some amount,
Okay.
so we can prepare to make a getaway with the supplies.
So Paul wants to gradually execute a tactical retreat, losing as few people as possible.
Sure.
And we give up the fort and we get the supplies.
Sure. So... Fuck. Well, the problem here is that the carts won't really go through the keep. You know what I mean? Other than through the main gate. Because it's kind of like a...
Yeah, but there's a gate on the other end.
Yeah, but down the main gate on their side's broken and their army's fighting right there. So, like, the carts are, like, parked right inside and you guys are fighting near them right now. I guess you could try to push it through.
There's two entrances, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Or is there only one?
All right. Take 2 turns at minus 50. And we'll
Minus
say that
50?
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
And we'll say that you guys somehow managed to, like, disassemble the carts and, like, move them into the hole and clear out that side of the hole.
I don't see why we have to disassemble them. Like, they're just not built to get guards through
Yeah.
at all.
Wait,
No, so it's a wall, right?
Running away in the opposite direction towards the town.
Nah, here, I'll show you.
There's a gate towards the town.
So this
right?
is... You guys are on the right map, actually, right now. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this gate, if I just reveal a bunch of this shit... This is actually not how any of this works at all. But this gate, if you picture it, should be like this. There's another line. And then here is the other gate. Savvy? So
Yeah.
their army is where Drungor is. / in here a little bit, because this main gate's been fucked up. And, like, all around this side, and also, like, some of them are trying to swarm around to the hole, but they kind of have to go around the wall, and it's kind of awkward and shit. What I'm saying is that the carts, which are parked, like, in here, right, they can't really efficiently just go through these doors, because they're too small. So you could try to, like, fight your way back out through this side of the gate.
Oh,
but then you kind of have to fight through this whole army.
Were you saying the carts were outside and not?
They're not like right outside, but they're like you crash them through the gate. Yeah, they're like right by the gate. So what you did is you came from the north, you crashed through the main gate, slammed the gate down behind it, and then stashed them a little bit. But then the fight started.
Oh, wait, I was confused because I thought these things.
So this is where the carts are, and there's roughly like. You know, like an underground kind of semi-shelf.
I was thinking these were the carts. And
No,
I was like,
no.
Yeah, we're fucked then.
No, they're right here. So this is a main gate.
Yeah.
Damn it, hold on. The pink is the gate, and that's like through the hole. There's like it's not actually 40 feet. It's like 20 feet. But the carts are just like right inside there. So what I'm saying is that there's no real way to get the cart through like a human-sized door that leads in from the garage into the actual keep.
I have a question then, because I feel like this keep would have been designed so like originally like this was the main road, right? And carts came.
Why did they pull it to here as opposed to just going straight?
Where would the carts on the road normally go for trade before the siege?
They would go right through.
Yeah.
But why didn't they?
Yeah,
because there's a gate here. So when you guys got back 30 seconds ago, before the fight started, you slammed in and locked the gate and said, we're going to stay here in the fort and fight him. I don't know why. I asked you guys that. Specifically and directly. After that, as far as where the normal carts would go...
in the fort, they'd be here.
What? No.
You wouldn't fight inside the actual gate.
Yeah, you would, though. What do you mean?
That'd be weird.
Why would it be weird?
Okay.
You'd have a wall between you and them.
Okay, but the way that a gate would work, okay, is you have, like, these squares here that people can go to. Whereas, you know, same thing with these 3. But if you had your army out on this side of it, you're now able to occupy all of this space in a giant horseshoe shape,
that's what they are.
Double your army to fight half of theirs. That would be the strategic thing to do. You form a giant horseshoe right here.
What are you talking about? So they wait until you guys come out. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You form a horseshoe like this, okay?
Yeah, outside the building. Right,
okay.
And so we hope that they come running out into us. That's not what's happening. Well, they're invading your fort.
Are they just going to sit in the gatehouse forever?
I mean, you guys are the one in the gatehouse. I don't know what you're going to do. They're coming in.
All right.
So why would they just sit outside? They have to get inside the gate to you guys. They damage this gate, and now they're flooding through it into here. There's also still a bunch outside. What I'm saying is that they're right here next to the carts. You guys are fighting them near-ish the carts right now. I don't know how you're planning on moving this cart with this gate down and them next to it. I said you could take a minus 50 and
everybody in this area is just dead because they're completely blocked off by enemies.
Right.
That's
the idea.
That's it. We'll take the minus 50. It's fine.
All right,
Yeah,
great.
what the fuck do we care about random peasants?
Great.
It's
I mean,
all
I
the
care.
farmers.
It's shitty. I just didn't think it was that shitty.
Yeah,
So-
you guys are literally hiding in a fort right now with enemies all around you. Literally. All right, so you take those, and then you take those.
Alright, so five die.
So 5 die while you're running around the side. You're able to get the carts out this side. So now they're only going to get half of their troops, which is oftentimes 45, because they're not going to have their troll over here. So it's just half of their actual troops, which is 89, and I'm rounding up because I'm an asshole, to try to stop you guys as you roll out with the carts. And I'm guessing you're taking everybody, right? Everybody that's left alive is abandoning out this side of the hole?
We're abandoning fort. We're taking the carts. We're falling back.
So, like, if the 4 squares down there are the carts right now, which is fine. Plus this pink square is no longer here, because it's down there with you guys right now. You and the whole army, your whole army, is going to pull out of this hole in the wall that you guys created in the first place and just dip, right?
Yeah, fuck that. We're
Cool.
out.
I mean, I figure we just...
They want the fort, so we're like, fine, have the
No, that's fine. I'm just clarifying. That's all.
By whatever means is most efficient.
Sure. So you guys all set up in like a nice big bulwark. So just roll your max roll, and we'll say there's one more fight scene on the way out.
Motherfucker,
Well, you just like stomp everybody. No, it's only
You
one
see-
because you roll at 10. You rolled 100 plus their roll.
Oh, did we get our normal number?
Yeah, you got your full number.
Oh, I thought you were saying we were still at 50.
No, so you get your full number. They get half of their number because they only have what's at the hole, and
I
you
don't
have your
even
whole.
know
force.
why I'm arguing this.
You're good. So you killed 10 on your way out. Your whole force gathers at the hole and just stomps its way out of the building, annihilating everybody. And you guys just take off into the woods back towards the city. But you have all your
Guys know what it's
supplies.
time for victory cigarette.
Truth. I mean, victory is a vague term. You lost the fort, you got the supplies, and Eric is laying somewhere in a field, presumed dead.
So all of these are good things.
Yeah. I mean, most of them are. I mean, losing the fort's pretty bad, though, right?
Yeah.
You guys did fight really hard for that fort.
It's fine. I've just got more slaves for my farm.
All right, great. Yeah, Paul. So you're just bailing? You're just heading all the way back to the city?
Bringing supplies to Key West, and
Okay.
then gone. I guess the plan after that is we want to.
The lieutenant's
Like,
dead, by the way. You're
Sure,
now the
whatever.
lieutenant of this army. This is your army.
I'm
Excellent.
the lieutenant.
Because you're the one taking command of everything. They're listening to you.
Yeah.
I whispered along dong. Tell to Grunt.
You are a long dong.
I whispered to myself. Tell them to work at my farm.
Talking to
Alright,
himself,
everyone
guys.
grab
we
a
gotta put him
hoe.
down.
Uh,
On the way out,
you
everyone
guys are
grabs
really
a hoe.
big. You can man the plow.
Yeah, we've got lots of supplies to plant. That's how it works.
No, like
I'm
first
gonna
order of
grow
business
some
is
cheese.
Get all the supplies to Key West.
All right, cool. So it's like a 20-30 minute trip. That's the point where you realize that the lieutenant's not with you. So a couple of men tell you that he was taken down at the main gate fight.
On the way out, do they like spot me laying there in the field?
Do what?
Do they spot me laying in the field?
I'm a roll of
eventually,
perception.
yeah.
I'm a roll of
No, they
perception.
don't. The party see you? No, you're on the other side of the wall.
I'm going to longfully glance over my shoulder, wondering where Eric Shen is,
All right.
and
I mean, you have to look through the wall, so no. You don't. You're on the other side of a 20-foot fort.
I get distracted by some mirror somewhere.
You look back and you see some archer like lining you up, and you're like, "Fuck!" and you duck your head really quick. But yeah, eventually they'll find you and kill you later, Eric.
He'll just be a prisoner. They'll bargain with it.
No, they'll. I mean, maybe we'll see. We'll see.
You don't bargain with a spellcaster, dude. That just doesn't.
The dude
ever
popped
work
out
well.
of nowhere and slaughtered like 9 people with a bomb, and then fell over there. Like, he's probably not a bartering guy, but maybe.
Yo, why are you saying no? They don't barter with me. You should be like, yes, they keep me alive as a prisoner.
That's fine. All right, cool. So yeah, you make it back to town. What are you gonna do? I mean, you roll back to the city. You get to the outskirts. I mean, not the outskirts of the city, but the outskirts of the city in the city. And like the military guys at the gate kind of greet you, but they're like, "What the fuck are you doing here? Where's the lieutenant? What the fuck, guys?"
I tell them what happened. Like we held out for 2 days until the supply showed up, but that's when like the bad guys also showed up.
Right.
Tomorrow, army from Erwin is supposed to show up.
Mm. And also the supplies for the magical items for the 2 guys that magically just got them.
Yeah.
They're all both supposed to show up tomorrow.
So, and I kind of look towards everyone else. So we can either try to sneak by and like meet up with them and then help them fight the fort again.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be fun to do the same fight. Mm-hmm. Or we can try to like pincer them.
So you're trying to convince the army to go back tomorrow to fight more?
Yeah, pretty much.
Roll me a diplomacy. Because I'm pretty sure your farmers are done.
Thinks is the best course of action.
I mean you could confer with the party, but there's not really any other leaders of your army left.
Pretty sure they're all dead.
Everyone's cool, actually. They're hanging out, dude. They believe in the war.
I'd say to Grungson, like, so this is our army now. We could make a deal with the Black Hand.
Well, the deal is they're winning right now, and we don't have a leg to stand on, so there's that.
I mean, a lot of their guys would die. I'm sure they'd like a peaceful situation where we give up the town and they compensate us.
We had a peaceful situation, and then they showed up and made it not
technically,
peaceful.
number-wise, you're winning. Technically, Paul, you're winning.
At all.
They just lost 10 people. They literally just lost 10 people. They have 80 to your 89.
So to Grungson, I'm like, look, these Black Hand guys, they're gangsters, right? But they're also businessmen. They can see a good thing when they're presented with one. We could try talking. I mean, what's the harm in that? Hey, and maybe if Eric isn't dead, maybe...
I mean, there's no harm, but it's not gonna work because they're winning, and they've been sieging for like months already. Winning that.
And I whisper quietly to Grungson, but we could say that we'll make a deal and kill their leader.
We already killed their leader.
We didn't kill Feather Hatman.
You didn't kill anywhere near. You haven't killed Feathered Hatman at all. You didn't even come near to fucking their leader of the Black Hand. He's at the eastern fucking block. He's not even at this block.
Yeah.
You guys haven't even seen that guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they have a shit ton more dudes.
Yeah, but I mean, we could make a deal.
Just so we're clear, we said beforehand that the western block, which is the one you guys are breaking, is the least defended of or less defended of the 2. So he's not just making shit up right now. The eastern block is way more intense.
Yeah. But we can still try and make a deal.
I think what Kiwi's trying to say is that he wants to sell himself and all of his army
he wants to sell out Key West.
Sell out Key West. Safe passage for him and his army to just walk the fuck out of Key West and let them have it. Which isn't a horrible plan. It's just that,
Like, yeah, like I get that. But
and I want to clarify now that I don't know. Is that evil? Does that make me more evil? I feel like it doesn't make me evil.
It's strategic.
No, okay, so
Evil.
I argue that makes me more good because I'm trying to save people's lives.
Yeah, but by sacrificing more people's lives.
Not by sacrificing. It's essentially just a fuller scale tactical retreat.
No, it's not though. It's not though. It's literally just abandoning a city.
Until we get the army. The army's coming.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, but that's tomorrow, so we have to fight right now. That's what I'm getting.
No, she strategically withdraw now and then come back tomorrow.
Get another APC or whatever the fuck. And be like... just go in
45 mile an hour again.
I mean, like that's the plan. Unless you wanna like I suppose they like trooped up like most of the guys that were just like in the forest just to assault the fortress. So maybe like going through the forest if you wanted to sneak out and meet up with the Erewhon army would be safer.
Your forest right now, on the way back at least, seemed pretty safe. Like, comparatively to the last time you went through there, it was real fucking safe.
Comparatively, at least, right? Like, there may still be some dudes, but I'm assuming they, like, gathered most of the dudes into the big army and assaulted our shit.
Yeah.
So, like, we could sneak past and meet up with the army and fight with them, or we could be like, alright, we're just going in from this side. Like, we kind of have to guess when they're coming. I guess we need some kind of scout on the other side and then messages through. Yeah. So probably it's better if we like leave now or during the night and then meet up with the other guys at the other end.
You want to try to take the whole army with you through the woods to meet up with the Erewhon captain?
Like, kinda. I think we kinda have to.
So here's
coordinating it. We can't really coordinate it because we haven't met them. We like don't have any signals or anything.
Right.
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 So, like, kind of have to just meet up with them.
Kind of. Let me grab the world map real quick so I can show you what we're looking at. I'm not saying that you're wrong or that your plan's dumb or anything else. Just so we're clear. I just want to make sure you know exactly what you're looking at before you sign off.
Just implying it.
No, I'm not even implying it. I think it's actually probably the most legit plan I've heard out of you guys in a while. So what you're saying, this black line is Key West, or the fort, right?
Yeah.
Savvy? You see where we are?
Yep. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that you want to try to sneak from Key West around that to meet up with the Erewhon army, who's presumably somewhere over here.
Yeah.
So the issue here is that you'd have to sneak well out and around the fort, or risk getting, like, how close you'd have to get this army away from the fort for them to not know that you're there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not that it would take all that much more time, but it is, you know, a bit more marching through the fucking woods. So that if there were any reinforcements, you might run a higher chance of bumping into their reinforcements while you're out there. You won't bump into, like, the immediate guys that are here, because most of them have collapsed. But unless you kind of want to stick close to the fort, moving a whole army is tricky, right? Even an army of, like, 60 dudes through the woods, it's still kind of difficult. If you hug the tree line, you probably won't see any of their reinforcements, because they won't be that close to you yet. But if you... The fort guys might fucking catch you, and they might see you coming. But you might not care about that, right? Like, you could just not give a shit if they see you coming. Because they can't really do anything about it. They can just see, oh, they're moving over to the west, which, you know, they might be able to prepare for an attack or whatever, but the attack's coming one way or the other. And also a caravan came through today. So TLDR, it's your call. I just want you to make sure that I just want to make sure that you're aware that to get from here to the army is roughly like that little block. It's not actually that big or anything, but that's where they are. So you'd have to go around the fort.
I like my first instinct is to just go like super wide around, but then like we'll be like marching all night and we're gonna be fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
When we actually hit the fight.
Right.
Though I guess like there may not be a super rush if like we could take a day to sketch out the fort plans and shit like that and make better attack plans. So we like saw it from the inside and out. Like we were there for 2 whole days.
The problem with that is that you're moving your army away from the city, right? So if you take 2 days to plan out and then you show up at the fort and everyone at the fort has already moved into Key West and killed everyone in Key West, then you have the fort back, but you know the main objective is gone.
Yeah.
How many guards is the Catholic? I don't understand.
What?
I don't get why this, like, how primitive is this country's like system? Like, if this size of a bandit force that is in the multiples of hundreds.
Guys, don't worry. I captured Drumble.
How is Erewhon gonna, like...
I captured him.
You should just be able to handle this with their force.
I mean, that's totally reasonable to assume. You can roll, like, a knowledge fucking history or a knowledge lore or nobility or something to try to figure out how big, or even, like, martial, maybe, to think of how big, Erewhon's army is, but... It's not unreasonable to think, yeah, the capital will just get here and kill all these guys anyways. It doesn't really matter. What I'm saying is that by walking out to meet them...
I don't know how to think about this world, because the only thing that I see in the world is where we've been. Like, I don't know how many cities are in this country, how big it is.
This is the country.
The world?
This is the country. I mean, yeah, you're just some asshole. Of course you don't know how big the whole world is. You don't have the internet. This is the world. You live in this world. I mean, this is your country.
Is there no maps? There's a map of this. Like,
there's a map of the
how many cities are in this country?
Wait, you don't like maps?
7?
Maps are written on paper. Paper's made of trees.
No, he's a druid that doesn't care about nature. Like 7, 8. Arwen being by far the largest. You've never really been there though. It's a concrete city. It's weird.
This is a totally different thing than what I'm thinking, and I have no idea where all these bandits came from.
The cities around here. I mean, it's so a while ago. Let's go into the real lore of the countryside. I agree, Isridian. We haven't really gotten into that lately.
Well, I'm trying to get an idea here. I'm trying to get an idea.
Okay,
of, like,
I'm just gonna say.
Like,
yeah. So
I mean, if it's just a bandit,
we have the supplies that we brought back, and then we're asking about the Black Hand Clan and how they came to be.
Sure. So, basically, this whole country is ruled by the ruling family in Arwen, right?
Yeah.
They have dominion over the land or whatever. The country ends at the mountain line, and it goes up north. There's actually another port city up here. I'm not sure that any of you know about it, though, or know what it is. It's kind of not a secret city, but it's not really a very well-known city. It's kind of the last spot at the end of the country where you can refill up and whatnot. Same thing with Rancho down here. And then again with Key West. That's what Key West is. It's the last land port into the country. So it's not like super huge. There's 500, 600, 700 people that live here year round, but it gets a lot of foot traffic because anyone coming into the country by foot walks through here mostly.
Okay, that's fine. The only thing I'm really wondering is like, how did the bandit group get so big?
So 6 months ago, there was the bandits had started making trouble in the neighborhood. And a group of adventurers were told about it. And instead of doing anything about it, they lit a house on fire and then left. It didn't bother telling anyone. They just
specific asshole.
Yes, some assholes just lit.
I would like to say it wasn't a house. It was a bar.
Lit a barn on. Well, they interrogated a bunch of people. Lit a barn on fire and then dipped, and then like never told anyone anything that was happening.
I think we can all agree it was the guy's fault.
So then, over a period of time, the gang just gained more and more influence in this area, and was able to pull more and more people into the gang, never being dealt with. I mean, this isn't like, the army just built up outside the gates for 700 years.
It just started in Detroit. Detroit's a cesspit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of assholes, right? They fucked with the city, and they're like, hey, we could probably fuck around a little bit harder. This guy, I mean, he's a guy. Do you want to roll to have knowledge about Jonathan Stout?
I mean, I want to understand as a player what kind of world we're in.
Yeah, so
not as a character.
No, this world it's simple. It's small. It's this country is small. It's not a very big country. Arwen is a big city, like a big city. It's like one of the major port capitals in the world.
What you've done, while it might be legal, it isn't fair.
Okay.
That's what he's trying to say.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just wondering, like, because I thought Arwen was like this huge, big, powerful city.
It is. It's a really rich city. It's a really rich city, but it's mainly ruled by elves, and they just don't really mobilize well. This bandit attack, it is weird. It's really weird. It's not something that just happens every week where they just lose a fucking city for a month or two at a time. But at the same time, they've got other shit going on. There were demons raiding the capital like 3 months ago. There was the fucking whole, Illidan storming the entire keep a little while ago thing. They had some fucking pirates that were coming up the coast fucking with them. They're just engaged in other shit right now. There's also the fact that there's 2 large fucking dragons sitting in the mountains right now making shit happen. And this has only been going on for like a month and a half. It's a long fucking way from here to Arwen, especially when they're not letting out any ravens or anything. So they've probably known about it for a bit of time, but they haven't really been able to act. Because moving an army of 1,200
Key West
people
is like an African country where it's just like one gang leader takes over, and then like 2 months later another gang leader takes over.
No, I'm saying Key West is like in Russia, it's like on the far end of Siberia, and if America pops across Alaska and starts fucking it up a little bit, and we didn't have like nuclear missiles to send across the whole country, we'd probably deal with it after we dealt with Germany and France kicking in our front door, right? Like, we have this shit happening now. That sucks for those assholes in Siberia, but, you know.
See now it makes more sense.
Yeah. I mean, they're pissed off. That's why they're hiring random assholes like you fuckers.
I was thinking that this country was a lot more populated than it actually was.
No, so Arwen probably has around 10,000 people in it. And it's by far the biggest city here.
Okay.
It gets a shitload of
Northwest Territories right now.
I mean, no, this is like Middle Ages where there weren't just 12 million people in a city. But this city is
Northwest Territories.
Yeah, I mean, this city it's populated and it's big and it's rich and there's a lot of money that flows through it. But there's also kind of a lot of bullshit that happens in it. And the royals are more focused on being rich and being a mercantile state than they are about necessarily cracking down on every single fucking bandit that pops up all over the goddamn place, which is why the barbarians are able to run free, essentially, to the south. And the druids just control the fucking forest, and a dragon just appeared in the mountains because they just don't really, as long as they're safe, they don't actually give that much of a fuck about the surrounding people. They just want to tax them.
Why don't we go take over another city? Like, they've come from other cities. They want to take over Key West. Fine.
So that's why when I said that, when Kiwi was saying, well, we could just join them. You could just join them. Like, they're just a bunch of guys. There's not necessarily a good or evil here. There's a established government and a government that's trying to take over. The government that's trying to take over is the Black Hand, and there's some weird gang. But this is just an invasion. They're just trying to take this city right now. You could just buy them off and join them and help them take the city.
They just want to build a wall to keep everyone else out.
Yeah.
Betraying the bros that we've been trying to help.
Yeah.
Because it's not going very well. It seems pretty fucked up.
That is evil. I'm not saying that that's evil. I'm saying that the Black Hand is not necessarily evil compared to the standing government. If you just turn around and you're like, fuck you guys, I'm joining Drungor, that makes you guys assholes. But the Black Hand being like, you know what, I want to have that city, doesn't necessarily make them evil. That makes them conquerors.
Oh, so it's like, they're like, oh, I want to have that city. I'm like, I want to have that hand.
Yeah.
But I'm evil?
Yeah.
I wanted to conquer the hand, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have...
Alright, so...
It's not evil.
So for reals, plan is, we'll go around the western barricade by like, I don't know, like keep like half an hour between us. So relatively close by.
Sure, near enough.
But we want to.
But you want to kind of be out of sight.
Army as fast as possible, so we can like lay out the plans, and hopefully, I mean, I guess depending if we're spotted or not. Like, hopefully they won't really.
They won't even know to go hit Key West.
Guys, I can just fly over. I can just fly over it without them being able to see me.
I mean, sure.
And go to the other army.
By the way, his tree can fly,
So here's the one thing I'm saying against your plan, Paul, and that's that by moving your army out of here to meet up with the Arwen army, you're essentially leaving Key West defenseless.
Well, we did.
I mean, you already have done that, right? But you did that while defending from the fort, so that the idea is that they can't move a full-on army through the road back up to the city.
And we're gonna come with reinforcements.
Yeah.
We'll take the civilians.
I'm assuming we're winning.
So within 24, so basically what you're saying is, no rush, no rush, no rush, no rush, no rush, and you're just gonna run out of the fort real quick and hope that they don't rush.
If they're gonna backdoor some DTs, we're just gonna be fucked.
Yeah. So any DTs that show up, you just lose. That's what we're deciding. We're just sad and we've just lost a game. All right, that's fine. So roll me a D100. If this is the plan we're doing, we'll say 90 plus. They just run into the city and take Key West, and there's a horrible savage beatdown that happens.
I'm not gonna roll that because it's gonna.
Wait, what do we have to roll?
We're gonna roll a D20, and on a 20, they just run in.
Are we taking
on a 1? They run on a 1.
On a 1, they run in. That's fine.
All right, I'll roll it.
Are we're taking the civilians with us or no?
No, you're just taking your army.
No, the civvies are staying.
The civvies are staying.
Everyone who can
play.
Oh god.
Fine, I have 2 ones. That's
so you guys bail and you're like, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. You guys march throughout not like the whole night, but it takes like
strategy.
3 hours to run around. Listen, I played StarCraft. Not very well, but I've played it. And I just didn't build stealth detection. Hopefully he just doesn't have stealth units. And if he does, I just don't win. That's just what happened. I'll play the next one and hopefully he doesn't build stealth units. It just happens. I get it. It's a good build.
Hopefully he doesn't rush me.
Yeah, that's it.
Yo, 15 min no rush, Lost Temple.
Real. Come on. 1v1 me, nerd.
What was it that oh god. I miss watching drunk Neo play StarCraft. What was it he always used to do?
Cannon Rush?
Cannon Rush?
All the time?
Cannon Rush.
Yeah.
Just Cannon Rush every single fucking game. Yeah, dude, I got to gold playing random and just rushing with whatever I got. It was great.
It was so
Six
great.
Pool, Cannon Rush.
I remember
Proxy
the first time he
Reapers.
did it. He got one.
Yep.
Yo,
That was my build, dude. That was the build. Maybe a Hellion Rush if I wanted to get real crazy. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Not doing anything else. Games don't go longer than 7 minutes. Don't have the micro. Can't deal with it. Nope. Can't play StarCraft. Really bad. Real bad at StarCraft. Got Gold League. Close enough.
We don't know how to micro or macro, so instead we're going to click on all the units.
The game's hard, dude.
Direction.
I'm good at video games in general. StarCraft 2 is a hard fucking game. I can't play that shit.
You just create all
I've
the
tried to
things,
play it.
double-click them, and send them all in.
That's not how that works. That loses in every league. They just murder you with Zerg rushes over and over again. You get 6-pooled 8 games in a row, and you're like, you know what? I'm 6-pooling. I don't care. It's fine. Fuck you. Anyways, random StarCraft 2 rank. Yep. Who micros better?
So,
6-pool
yeah,
micro.
we're gonna sneak by the fort.
So that you march for like 3-4 hours in the night, right? I'm assuming you wait till the night. You don't just go out during the middle of the day.
Yeah, and hopefully not like be super fatigued when we get there. Like tell everyone to rest up and shit.
I mean, you're gonna be tired when you get there. But when you don't have to leave immediately. That's fine. You can sleep in your tree.
Twiggy's branches in the hammock.
That's fine. But your army is
Roll that
fucking
ride check.
looking ragged. No, you don't have to roll ride because you're just walking. You're just sneaking.
I don't want to get them there. Like they fought today, and then we march all night, and then we meet up, and then we fight again all day. Like I want to, that's why I want to get kind of close.
You want to like talk to them and try to convince them to sleep. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. But right now, at this moment, it's the middle of the night. You've just marched for 5 hours after fighting all day. Army's looking ragged as fuck. Do you want to push on into the early hours of the morning to try to meet them further up the road, or you just wait here like 2 hours west?
I want to meet up as soon as I can. So,
okay. So you're just heading dead west. All right, so roll me d6, and that's what hour of the morning it is. Oh, God, Paul.
Man, fucking train.
Oh, you are a fucking slave master, mate. All right, so you guys fight all day, and then for 4 hours at night you march through the woods, and then you get to the road.
I just never say that they're slaves.
And for 5 more hours you fucking march. Your army is like falling over.
How many people die on the
Some of them are just dead. Eric is one of those guys that's just dead. Because it's been 9 hours since anyone saw him. He's not alive anymore. Maybe I'll bring him back as a super secret character, like Takai, to kill you all again. Yeah, and you see the fucking big-ass armies of Arwen in the distance. Like, the sun rises, and you see this army of golden fucking elves that are just sparkling all over the goddamn place. And at first estimate, there's probably at least 500. They have a big fucking force coming out here, and they're all in formation. There's 3 guys in front.
The Protoss ball cannot be stopped.
Yeah.
We got Colossus. We got like.
There's no Colossus.
Storms.
There's like
stalkers.
a shitload of cavalry, and like a million archers. Archers for like ever. Like you just look and there's just archer until you can't see anymore. And then there's like 2 or 3 big units of like 30-40 guys that have 2 one-handed blades. And yeah, those are literally zealots.
I'm marching up to them.
Yeah. We'll come back. We'll come back next week to talk to those guys. That's where we'll leave this week. I think Azrinian has actually fallen into the void with his girlfriend. He's just
Kiwi's
been gone.
Gonna fall into the void.
Kiwi's outside in the light, and his girlfriend's going to be home soon, and my girlfriend's going to be home soon, and we're playing a weird time. So we're just going to call this 3-hour session, and I'm just going to have cancer trying to fucking edit it. It's just going to happen. Because we didn't take any breaks, but we got 3 hours of straight playing, whereas normally we get 3 hours 15 minutes playing with breaks. It's great.
If you wanna edit a lot, then you can just cut out all the salt, and then we have like 1 hour episode.
We got like a 20-minute episode. Yeah.
It'll just be one person speaking, and then like 40 minutes later.
we'll have the question, and then 20 minutes after the argument, we'll just cut to the answer, and that'll be the whole show. That would reduce it a lot, because a lot of the show is just looking up answers and then arguing about answers. But that's Dungeons and Dragons. That's how it works. Tomorrow morning we're playing Nooblords, or New Corinia. Not Nooblords, this is Nooblords. Tomorrow morning we're playing New Corinia. Like fucking balls early o'clock, because that group only fucking plays at balls early o'clock.
Have you got Todd back now?
I have no fucking idea, dude. He's around, but I don't know if he's actually planning on playing.
So
he played
Todd was like...
He's gotta be back.
Todd was like, hey, I'll make a character and I'll join up. And I'm like, alright. And then he made one. And then he just didn't show up again.
Fucked off.
So, I mean, supposedly he's there.
Fucking Todd.
Todd's around.
Fucking Todd.
Yeah? Yeah, it was here earlier.
Alright, cool.
But yeah, that's tomorrow at the what is it, like 8 or 9 Pacific?
8 or 9 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, fuck early time.
Yeah. Then Sobo will be playing a wizard and taking on every encounter ever.
Yeah, so the difference...
He just crowd controls everything.
The difference in tomorrow's roles, well, instead of Sobo getting salty about these assholes just making shit up as they go along, it'll be Sobo that just... My class gets to make shit up. I just do whatever. He's like, here's an encounter, and I'm like, no, it's not. And then I do that until I run out of spells, and I cry about not having spells.
And you're like, nah.
You know what that actually
no
is?
though.
It's actually a bunch of black tentacles that are eating your fucking monsters. That's what it is. And you're like, ah, so why? Oh, it's a level 7 dragon. It's a level 3 dragon, Paul. It's a level 3 dragon.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, that's it. That's all we're doing. Maybe Pokemon tonight. We'll see if there's a night crew. Other than that, thanks for watching. Bye!
Later.